It's your favorite friend, Living, and we back at the Organic True Podcast for the people. Let's go. Listen, man, it's 2026. We in a new year. I don't know how y'all feel or anybody else feels, but one thing that I don't like New Year's resolutions. So we're not gonna do no resolutions here on this podcast. Let me tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do goals. Goals that shit had already been presented in 2025 leading into 2026. Now, mind you this. In church, they say backsliders, people who go back to some of the things that they supposedly have been delivered from. And I have backslided 100%. I'm human. But one thing I do not believe in is New Year's resolutions. We ain't doing that. Everybody say they gonna do this, they gonna do that. Come February or when the summer come, that's when people stop doing everything that they gonna do that they explain that they're gonna do for their health wise. So no, let's keep it kosher and just goals. What are your goals? Those are throughout a 12-month period. Not just a 2-month period, but it's gonna be throughout a 12-month period. You're gonna continuously to achieve those goals. But today, in order to achieve those goals, we got to talk about vulnerability. How vulnerable are you to whatever situation you got going on or ever habit, anything that has been holding you back? How vulnerable are you to that situation? So then that way you can acknowledge it and you could be better. I ain't no Dr. Phil. I promise you I'm not. I ain't no counselor. This ain't professional advice, but this is merely solely my perspective from the experience of life that I've been through that possibly I could share with a small fraction of people who could relate. Now that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the relation, the relative to blah, 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 relativeness from those individuals because that tells me that we are the same. They this person understands what I've been through because they've been doing nothing to where it's like I'm an expert. I know. No, I don't. I lose. I fail. I fall. I fumble. I get angry. I get upset. I get in my feelings. All of those things because I'm a human being. I'm human. I can't do nothing about that. But one thing I can do something about is being vulnerable. And that's what we're talking about today. So before I even get into it, I want y'all to hear this. I remember the day, right? I learned how to be powerful, how vulnerability is. I was talking to someone who held everything inside, and they did. This person, I ain't gonna say their names, the pain, the pressure, the fear, and the one I'm telling you, not because they were weak, but because no one ever taught them that being open could save their life. I seen people survive trauma. I'm a survivor survivor of trauma, heartbreak, depression, and still struggle with the simple act of saying, I'm not okay. That's not me. Those are the people that I have come across. And the truth is, we think vulnerability is a weakness, but really, the gateway to strength, healing, and connection, because everybody wants to connect. I love connection. That's the purpose. Set the emotional, I'm telling you, set the emotional tone, and everything you do, you gonna find greatness. I'm telling you guys. Y'all gotta understand that. But today on the Organic Truth Podcast, we're diving into one of the most transformative forces in your life or anybody's life: vulnerability. I let that sit with you. Let's explore why hiding hurts you and open up. And opening up can set you free. I'm telling you, it's a different experience. It's a different experience than you ever explored before. I'm telling you guys, because nobody thinks about this. Nobody truly understands, because people mistake vulnerability for a weakness when in reality it's an emotional honesty. And people who don't have the confidence to be honest don't know how to. Society rewards toughness, but punishes authentic. I can't even say that authenticity. We learn to smile through pain, but collapse in private. That ain't healthy. That ain't healthy on no level. Who doing that? Man, Brown's 12-year vulnerability study. And this was a study I looked up. People who embrace vulnerability report higher life satisfaction, emotional resilience, and healthier relationships. This was a man, I hate to get all political on you folks. This was a Harvard psychological research study that shows suppressing emotions increases stress hormones, depression risk, and physical tension. We all know that you black folks out there suffer from hypertension. It ain't just the salt. Okay, let me tell you this one better. I once knew a man who never cried, even when he lost his job, not even when he lost his mother. But one day he confessed that holding everything inside felt like drowning. That- That's what it felt like to finally told his truth. Finally told his truth. It didn't break him. It freed him. It freed him, man. It's a sense of relief leaving your body. If you can imagine releasing three turtle doves at a dang on funeral, you'll know what I'm talking about. But here's the thing, man: fear, rejection, and during your childhood conditioning. Don't cry. People telling you, don't cry. Be strong. Don't be dramatic. Trauma that teaches us emotions are dangerous. Truly dangerous. Lack of self spaces to express vulnerability. And you know what's so crazy? Because I see that evident in children. And I got an 8, 9 year old, and I be thinking to myself, like, dang, am I projecting my trauma onto him? Suppression has been linked to adult anxiety disorder according to the, I hate to get into numbers, but I tell you, hide emotional pain because you don't want to be a burden is traumical. It's traumical. We gotta wake up, and I'm speaking solely to the black community. We gotta wake up because as many times as you have said, I'm fine, knowing damn well you weren't. Don't be a lie because we all enjoy it. We lie because we don't feel safe telling the truth. Huh. I let that one sit for a second. I let that one sit for a second. That one gotta sit for a second. We lie because telling the truth feel good. Facts. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. I'm telling you guys, all 2026 Organic Truth Podcast, I'm giving everything straight organically like I've been doing, but I stopped. Nobody getting it. If this don't resonate with you, then fine. Move on. You could look at me as small, mediocre, whatever. I don't care. Because the day when y'all look up and y'all see me bigger and my platform is larger than life, I'm gonna know each and every one of y'all, that turned the other cheek on your boy. Because this is all building a platform, not just for me, but for the everyday regular person. So when I reach the plateau and I'm talking about what I'm talking about, Dr. Phil didn't have no dang on, he ain't had no degree in what he was talking about when he was talking about it. Y'all can't have no black Dr. Phil. Y'all see the Black Panther on me? And this ain't about color. This about purpose. It's about perspective. And it's about seeing potential before potential becomes intentional. Man, I can't keep dropping these jewels on y'all. But anyways, vulnerability, man. Stop hiding it. You ain't the only one. It's millions of people in here in this country. Because we know vulnerability builds closeness, trust, and emotional safety. Closelessness, I can't even say it. Many relationships fail because of emotional distance. And I know that for a fact. Not incompatibility. Real connection requires real transparency. And a lot of you niggas don't know how to give transparency. No. See, because I had to speak as if I'm coming from, not if I'm coming, because I'm coming from a real place. And when I speak, it's like the stuff that I'm talking about is things that I could relate to because I understand. Some people may not be able to relate because they may not be able to understand when you have relationships. like, and be at the level of adulthood that I am at, you know. And sometimes it's breaking forces that have been forces in your life, and it'll hurt you. You'll have to deal with it, but that's that vulnerable part where you say to yourself, "Okay, what's my play in it?" Meaning, what's my fault? I accept that. And I'm going to be vulnerable saying that I wish I did have that back, the relationship, but there's nothing that I can do at this point for it to be in my control, because at this point I'd be reaching, and nobody, even if you at a dinner table, it is improper for you to reach across the table to grab food. You should properly ask, "Excuse me, can you pass me such and such the mashed potatoes?" And the person to pick it up, pass it along. It'll go through multiple hands before it reach you. Not unless you close. But the whole premise of this is that that's the vulnerability. Because if you reach across yourself, you're going to show the selfishness inside of you, not the vulnerable part of being able to ask and allowing that particular tray to touch multiple hands before it reach you. You allowing that to safely in the hands of others be vulnerable to say, when that reach my plate, it's gonna reach my plate in whole, and it's gonna be safe to eat. Let's move on, man, because you guys, I'm telling you, I'm gonna drop gems all night. I'm dropping them all night. We only going for 30 minutes because all my podcast is 30 minutes as of right now until I start doing street interviews. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. Listen, be vulnerable. Be emotionally available in relationships so you can have satisfaction. I once spoke with a couple who argued nonstop. Turns out they weren't mad at each other. They just didn't know how to say, "I'm scared. I feel overlooked," or "I need you." I'm telling you, that happens a lot with people that look like me. Vulnerability saved their relationship. Silence was killing them. Listen, look, I'm gonna tell you, this is how vulnerability is a healing tool. If you tell yourself, tell your truth, telling your truth helps you heal and and support. Naming your emotions reduces their intention plus the intensity, vulnerability for the space for forgiveness for yourself and others. It transforms pain into purpose. Do I have? I don't know it all. I promise you, I don't know it all. I don't. But I've been through some. I've been through something. I've been through it. And when I say I've been through it, man, I've been through it. Really bringing myself through, like disintegrating myself. Or I'm not saying purposely I could do that, but spiritually and mentally. I've been through it, man. While being in a relationship, you could be present without being present. That's a thing. So don't think that because you're there physically, you're there emotionally, mentally. It's tough. And listen, man, it's tough. And because I'm a male and this is a male's podcast, I, it's crazy because I had to watch myself because I do want to always speak for the male's perspective. And you know what? Hold on, man. Why should I be apologetic for that? No, I'm going to speak for the men. We don't get no love. We don't we don't get respect until there's flowers on our grave. Then that's when they said, "Oh, he was a good husband. Oh, he was a good daddy. Oh, he was a good brother. Oh, he was a good cousin. He was good, 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 good." But we don't get our flowers here while we present because when we come into an order, everybody look at that as being mad and angry all the time. No, I want order in this motherfucker. There's got to be order in here. Stop playing games with me. That's part of being vulnerable because I'm expressing my emotions on my sleeve, allowing you guys to get me at this level vulnerably when I know I'm not this guy. But let's continue on because we are trying to understand vulnerability today. And we almost out of time. I tell you, it's the biggest, it's the most difficult thing, you know. Man, a woman told me she carried guilt for 20 years. The day she finally spoke her truth, she said it felt like someone lifted. We talking about lifted, not lifted, lifted a cinder block off her soul. Healing isn't magic. That shit is honesty, healthy vulnerability. Not everyone earns access to your inner world. You can speak your emotions before they become explosions. Journal the truth you're scared to say out loud. That's a form of expression. Set boundaries that protect your emotions. I'm sorry. You set boundaries that protect your emotional space. Seek help when it's needed. Listen, I used to be scared of therapy. Therapy was like, why I want to go talk to somebody about my shit? What they need to hear about me and judge me for? I don't want nobody, man. I don't need no extra people in my business judging me. And I'm still vulnerable and insecure about myself because vulnerability of it as a negative tool, that only means that the only way you can't be vulnerable is because you insecure, you have insecurities to share with people. You don't want people to know. You don't want people to know that you feel low. You want people to know that you're broke. You don't want people to know that shit hell. You be behind on bills. You don't want people to know that your credit is hit. But you want to keep up with the Joneses. No shade, no Diddy. I don't even know why the hell I said no Diddy. My bad, y'all. I'm too in the zone. But yeah, freeing yourself is saying, you know what? I'm broke from time to time. I don't even know why. Because I make good money. Maybe I'm just irresponsible or not having good stewardship over my finances. I'm emotionally broken because maybe I don't know how to have a productive, civil, emotional relationship with the person that I say I love or I love having a friendship with. I am psychologically in turmoil because I've been so in fear of trusting someone because I've been so heartbroken for so many years by so many people. So I don't know how to trust the good people. These are vulnerability traits to where if you say this to people that you care about yourself first, it might change something in you. Now, I'm the type of person that I don't hold grudges, but I hold on to things. And if I hold on to them, it'll eat me up. So I have to be vulnerable, not with other people, but with myself, because that allows me to free myself and my heart and my spiritual energy. So then that way I can move forward to the next thing. So I'm not allowing the old thing to be able to suppress me. Gotta be vulnerable. Don't mean you're weak. Shout out to my LGBTQ, whatever community. Hey, listen, do what y'all do. Don't mean that you're gay for my heterosexual people. And I have to say that because there is a big homophobic community out there. So we just have to be respectful and understand that we can be in the same space together and still respect each other. And if we say things, we're saying things respectfully to each other, and we're not really bringing each other down. We're bringing each other in the same on the same platform and be able to watch the sunrise. That's just the truth, So it is what it is. We being vulnerable today. We being vulnerable today. And if you don't understand it, you'll get with it when you resonate with it. And that's the most important thing. Because when you practice vulnerability outside of anything, you learn. But watch this. There was a listener once told me that they wrote a letter to themselves. And somebody, they sent me the email. They wrote a letter to themselves apologizing for ignoring their own pain. That single act changed the life. Their life. Sorry. Sometimes vulnerability isn't about others. It's about telling the truth to yourself. To yourself. Stop playing with me. But here it is, man. Vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's courage. It's connection. It's freedom. It's the bridge between who you are and who you're becoming. It's 2026, 2026. And I know everybody has inspiration to become somebody new, to transform themselves, to transcend themselves, to better themselves. I'm telling you, there is nobody on this planet, nobody on this planet that has no trauma. You can't even tell me Gandhi didn't have trauma. And I'm telling you, it eats at person who cannot withstand facing themselves. Just be vulnerable, breaking free, letting go, saying, to hell with it. Who could judge me? No one. It's in your Bible. If you walk with Jesus, it's in your Bible. If you walk Muslim, it's in your Quran. Whatever religion, it's in there. No person can judge you if they live in a glass house. No rock could be thrown upon you. I don't know the correct scripture, but I've always heard he let he without sin cast the first stone. And there ain't no man, there ain't no nigga. Don't get me wrong. Yes, there's some of you people out there who don't look like black folks who are niggas, who think they could cast the first stone, and they went multiple sin. But this to my people who's struggling with coming out, be vulnerable. Let it go. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. When you let it go, you free yourself. And this is when they say that the art of freeing yourself gives no one the ammunition to fire against you. You already unloaded the clip. Facts. So become your true self by being vulnerable. Ooh, they ass living. Cause I'm not gonna leave y'all with nothing from me. Cause how I'm gonna sit up here and talk to you about vulnerability and not give you a vulnerability story about me. I'm a strong man. I'm a strong human being. I'm built for this. I'm built for this. And there ain't nobody on the face of this earth or in a goddamn text message or comments gonna tell me I'm not. I'm built for this, King. I've been through it. Still healing from it. And this is not on anybody. This is me learning about my own trauma, meditation, and self-awareness. Therapy is a bad mamma jamma. You should seek it if that's something that you might need. I'm no counselor. I'm no therapist. But I'm just an everyday individual like you, speaking my truth to the people. And I respect y'all. And I pray that y'all respect me. So if today's episode touched you, if it made you look at yourself differently, breathe a little deeper, or feel a little less alone, then I want you to do something real. First and foremost, hey, listen, subscribe to the Organic Truth Podcast, because every week we're dropping content in 2026. I slowed up the pace, but I'm picking it up. Episodes that pull you closer to yourself, purpose, your potential, your truth. As I'm growing in all of those things myself, grow with me. Grow with me. Your vulnerability isn't a crack. It's where the light gets in, King. So let's be real. Let's be real. And I'm going to give you and end you with this. In 2026, like I said in 2025, like I said in 2024, allow your plan B to enforce plan A. I say that to say this. Without a voice, there's no truth. Without truth, there's no voice. Organic Truth Podcast. Let's go.